Good afternoon. Now we will discuss about few more preparations of alcohols. See, hydroboration, this you know already. So hydroboration, before, if you use peroxide, what happens for hydration? I was given already. So OH will be added, OH minus means negative species will add to the double bonded carbon which have more number of hydrogens. That happens actually. So now if you see hydroboration. Hydroboration means addition of diborane. Addition of what? Diborane actually. What is diborane? Actually B2H6. Otherwise, simply you can write BH3. B2H6 or that is a dimer. It's BH3 you can say. Okay. So BH3 can be write as BH2 plus and H minus. Here hydride actually. Hydrogen with non-metals actually H plus. But hydrogen with boron is H minus because electronegativities, if you know, boron is 1.9 and hydrogen is 2.1. Electronegativity values. Do you remember? So electronegativities, if you see that boron is 1.9 and hydrogen is 2.1. So hydrogen is more electronegative. Okay. And one more thing is here hydrolysis means water only actually. So here addition of water takes place. Addition of water H2O takes place. Okay, by anti-Markovnikov rule always. Anti-Markovnikov rule always. No change. Okay. And here in hydroboration, this is also called hydration type only. We will add diborane and followed by H2O2, hydrogen peroxide we will add. Okay. Now let's see the reaction. Suppose given like this, CH3 and CH double bond CH2. Suppose for this BH3 given and followed by or arrow mark H2O2 given like this. Means in your mind one thing must come. What is that? Addition of diborane and H2O2 given. Okay, alcohol is the product. Pakka, no doubt. Understanding? Alkenes converted to alcohols in hydroboration. Understanding? But what way? By anti-Markovnikov rule. That means OH minus will add to the double bonded carbon which have more number of hydrogens. Means OH will come here. See, now the product is CH3 and CH2 and CH2OH. This is the product. Propanol is the product. Now let's see how the reaction happens once. Now this CH3 and CH double bond CH2, when I am adding this BH3, what happens first of all? Okay, so this will pakka migrate towards carbon which have more number of hydrogens, this double bond always. If this double bond is unsymmetrical, certainly the pi electrons always migrate to the double bonded carbon which have more number of hydrogens. So these pi electrons migrated over here. So this carbon gets positive charge and this carbon gets negative charge. So as I was charge separated here, BH2 plus and H minus. So BH2 plus and H minus. So where H minus will add? H minus will add on this positive carbon. Because after migration of pi electrons, this carbon gets positive charge. So H minus will add on this carbon and BH2 will add on this carbon. Suddenly you will have CH3 and CH and single bond CH2 and here H, one more hydrogen, and here you have BH2 actually. Got it? So this happens, BH2 added on this carbon becomes BH2 plus. Got it? So this now you can add to another one. So BH, suppose CH3, CH double bond, CH2. This I am adding now again. So CH3 and CH2 and CH2 and BH2. Correct? Correct? Like that, how many hydrogens are there for boron? See this, in BH3, how many hydrogens are there? 3 hydrogens are there. So 3 hydrogens can be replaced by this particular group. Correct or wrong? Now, if this migrate over here, same story, na? So this carbon gets plus charge and this carbon gets minus charge. So this H minus from this, add here this BH now, BH2 now, so BH plus H minus. Following everyone? So BH will add on this. Certainly, what is the product now? CH3, I will write now, CH3 and CH2 and CH2, BH now, BH. And H from this, from boron, H minus will add on this. Certainly what happens this one? Now this CH2 and this becomes CH2 and this becomes CH2 and this one CH3. So what happened here? For this boron, 2 moles was added. Very simple. How many carbons you have? Those many you will add to boron. That's it. Already here also same story, but last carbon. Last carbon means terminal carbon. Why terminal carbon? This double bonded carbon has more number of hydrogens. Don't consider this carbon with more number of hydrogens. Double bonded carbon I am talking. Now you can add one more or not, tell me. So CH3, CH2, CH2, BH and CH2, CH2, CH3. And one more alkene you can add. One more propene you can add. Because for boron, with boron, you have one more hydrogen here. Getting? So one more propene can be added. So please write down. So I will write the next one actually. So third one. Please remember this one. Please remember this one. I will write third one here. So here only I write. Okay. So what will happen? Let's see. This first step in the mechanism and it's a second step. Now the third step happens. What is that? One more alkene I will add. Now I will write this CH3 and CH2 and CH2 BH. Can I write BH like this? BH and CH2 and CH2 CH3. For this I am adding one more alkene. That means CH3 CH double bond CH2. Getting what I am saying? Now what happens? Let's see here. What happens here? So this, as I said, it's H minus and B plus. Correct? So this will migrate over here and this carbon gets a negative charge and this carbon gets positive charge. Now certainly what happens? The final product here, CH3 and CH2 and CH2 B and here one more, this CH2 and CH2 and CH3. So this boron will add on this carbon, means this carbon I will write, this one I will write here CH2 and this become CH2 and this one CH3. 3 moles I was added or not? Tell me. 3 moles I was added. Got it? What happened? So here hydrogen, where you have this hydrogen came over here. Here. This carbon was added on boron. This star carbon added on this boron. So this CH2 and CH2, this hydrogen how came here? Actually this CH now. Why it became CH2? Because this boron donated H minus to this carbon. Because this is positive carbon or not. So like that you have CH3, CH2, CH2, CH3, CH2, CH2, CH3, CH2, CH2. Like this we have. See the three mechanism steps, 1 and 2 and 3. Third step, addition of H2O2. Sorry, fourth step actually. Actually these all steps we can do at one particular carbon only. So now H2O2 if given, if you added, what happened? Hydrolysis happened. What happens? Hydrolysis. So here only I will write now. So fourth step actually. Now CH3 and CH2 and CH2 and B and CH2, CH2 and CH3 here, and here CH2 and CH2 and CH3 here. If I am adding hydrogen peroxide H2O2, what happens? Okay, now this will break, this will break, and this will break. All three bonds, and what bonds? Carbon boron bond will break. Carbon boron bond will break. This carbon and boron bond will break. So hydrogen peroxide means OH and OH, H2O2. Correct? Now OH here, OH here. Same story. OH here, one more OH here. Okay, same story. OH here, one OH here. So what happens? The final product, 3 moles of CH3, CH2, CH2, OH you have. What happens? 3 moles of CH3, CH2, CH2, OH. So that will be 3 moles by understood. CH3, CH2, CH2, OH. Got it? Because this bond broken now. So CH3, CH2, CH2, OH. So 3 moles of alcohol you have, and along with that you have BOH thrice, because 3 OH groups was added on boron. Correct? 3 OH groups added on boron. So BOH thrice, or else you can call it as H3BO3, boric acid. What is the byproduct also they will ask you sometimes. So very, very important to you. Okay, suppose here I am taking this. Okay, so I am using 2 moles, like 2 ways like this. I am just adding water, H2O, in presence of H plus. In presence of what? H plus I am adding. And now BH3 I am adding, followed by hydrogen peroxide. What is the product? Here the product is, first one, according to Markovnikov rule. That means here you have OH. Getting what I am saying? So please note down, that is different reaction and this is different reaction. So for this, when you added H2O in presence of acid hydrolysis, so OH you have by migrating these pi electrons. Here positive charge is more stable, no, at this carbon, because tertiary carbon is more stable, no, tertiary carbocation. So their OH minus will add. But BH3 and H2O2 given means, okay, this is hydroboration, means anti-Markovnikov rule. That means you are having this, what product like this, you have OH at this carbon, double bonded carbon with more number of hydrogens. How you are saying more number of hydrogens? Here already 4 bonds, no hydrogen. 4 bonds now for this carbon, tertiary carbon. 1, 2, 3, 4, no hydrogen here. Here 1, 2, 3, that means 1 hydrogen is there. So more number of hydrogens you have here or not? Got it? See the difference between, see both alcohols only, but here H2 and H plus, the OH group at double bonded carbon with more less number of hydrogens here. This is according to Markovnikov rule, and this one is according to what? Anti-Markovnikov rule, like this. Got it? So these all things are very important, you must know, sir. So according to anti-Markovnikov rule, by understood, because BH3 adding. So BH2 and H, like that. Same story mechanism. 3 moles will form here. Along with that, H3BO3 is the byproduct. That byproduct also very, very important to you. Okay. So next is oxymercuration and demercuration. So these all things are very important, because hydroboration and oxymercuration reactions takes place without any rearrangement. No rearrangement happens. Okay, that is very, very important here. So why we are learning? Simply addition of water is enough. No, addition of water in presence of H plus is enough. But why we are learning all these things? Because without rearrangement, how we can have alcohols, we will learn here. So what we will learn, see, in oxymercuration, preparation, oxymercuration and demercuration. Demercuration is a very important. Oxymercuration and demercuration. Got it? So here same story. I am taking CH3, CH2, CH3, CH, sorry, CH double bond CH2. For this I am adding mercuric acetate, HgOAc, means CH3COO whole twice, like that you can write HOAc twice you can write, or CH3COO like that also you can write CH3COO twice Hg, mercuric acetate, and followed by Mr. demercurating agent, NaBH4, like this. Reducing agent, you know, demercurating agent is nothing but reducing agent. Okay, oxymercuration is oxidation and demercuration is the reduction. These are very, very important. I repeat, oxymercuration is nothing but addition of this, means oxidation takes place, and demercuration is reduction process. But whatever, please remember, oxymercuration and demercuration will give alcohols without rearrangement and following Markovnikov rule. What rule? Markovnikov rule. Okay. So this is what here? This is preparation of alcohols. Preparation of alcohols. From what? From alkenes. Alkenes. By what? By Markovnikov rule. By what rule? Markovnikov rule. And this is very important. Without rearrangement. Without rearrangement. Without rearrangement. This point is very important. Got it clearly? So what is the product here? If even rearrangement possibilities is there, not happening here. Here no possibility for the rearrangement. If still here for alkene the rearrangement possibility is there, but no rearrangement happens in oxymercuration and demercuration. Following everyone? So what is rearrangement means? 1,2 hydride shift and 1,2 methyl shift, those I told no, those won't happen here. Getting? So here the product is according alcohol's preparation from alkene and mercury acetate you have, okay, this is oxymercuration and demercuration, okay, you are getting alcohols by Markovnikov rule. What is the meaning of that Markovnikov rule? Okay, negative species means what? Water, means OH minus. OH minus will add to the double bonded carbon with less number of hydrogens. That happens according to Markovnikov rule. Here water also there, hydrolysis. Okay, so means reduction is there, no, that is enough. Now what will be the product? CH3 and CH and single bond CH3, and here you have OH. What is the difference between oxymercuration and demercuration as well as hydroboration? Means in hydroboration OH group you have at a double bonded carbon with more number of hydrogens, but in oxymercuration and demercuration OH group means negative species, OH minus is there at a double bonded carbon with less number of hydrogens. Okay, so that is the main important thing. So if you see the mechanism, what happens here, this CH3 and CH double bond CH2. For this I am adding this Hg. So CH3 COO, CH3 C double bond O, Hg, and O C double bond O CH3. This is CH3COO twice Hg mates. Okay. So what happens now? So here if migrate, certainly migration is like this. Okay. Now what happens when these react? One of this CH3COO minus will go and Hg will add on this. Okay, and Hg, and that negative charge will add on this positive carbon. In cyclic mercuric state you will have CH3 and CH and single bond CH2, and you are having Hg like this and OAC or OC double bond O CH3. Means one of the CH3 COO minus gone. What removed? CH3 COO minus was removed. It's not negative charge on carbon, removed meaning. Okay, now this Hg will come over here. Okay, metal will donate electrons. So now metal donated electrons, so metal this Hg has positive charge. Okay, so afterwards what happened? After this demercuration happens. Here only I will write nothing, no need of these all mechanisms, because here you don't have this reaction, you don't have in NCERT. Certainly mechanisms like that they won't ask, but simply what is intermediate, what is demercurating agent, and what is mercuration, oxymercuration means what, and one more thing, how the product is forming. Product is forming how? Without rearrangement alcohol is preparing. Okay, by following what rule? Markovnikov rule. This is very important. That means negative species is adding to the double bonded carbon which have less number of hydrogens. Now this reduction happened fully, and now you are having this CH3 and CH and OH and single bond CH3. How this came, you are thinking? This will rearrange like that. Oxygen will come and mercury will go completely. Okay. So when once that nucleophile was added here, this will come back, and demercuration means this will break also, and here H and here H like that. So this also will come out like hydrolysis only, like water house, or not H, OH here. Here H and here OH. One of the water molecule will add on this. So in that way, CH3, CHOH and single bond CH3 you are having. So this is about mechanism of oxymercuration and demercuration. Instead, you must know the differences of all these. First, normally if you are adding water in presence of acid, what happens? Okay, and normally if you are adding BH3 in presence of H2O2, what happens? And oxymercuration and demercuration, what happens? So let's see all three reactions at one place. So I am writing this. Okay, and here you have. Okay, it looks same now. I will give different one so that both reactions you can understand. So CH3, all three reactions you can understand. CH3 and CH and CH3, CH double bond CH2. For this, I will do three ways. 3 gives alcohols only. First one, addition of water in presence of H plus. Now, oxymercuration, CH3, COO twice Hg followed by NaBH4. Means mercuric state and NaBH4 was added. Now, third one, BH3 followed by H2O2. So 3 I was added. See, all 3 gives alcohols only. But what is the difference? First one, alcohol preparation only, but not at this carbon. Here, rearrangement takes place. Because here means secondary carbocation, this hydride shift takes place. Yesterday was given now. So hydride shift happens. So that OH minus will come over here. So what is the product here? Here the product is CH3, CH3, and now C and CH3, and here you have OH, and here it will be CH2 and single bond CH3 is the product. Difference understanding everyone? By what shift rearrangement happens? Rearrangement by 1,2 hydride shift actually. 1,2 hydride shift. Got it clearly? Now next one. This happens here. What happens here? Same according to mark, but here actually OH minus must come here actually. But 1,2 hydride shift happened because the reaction happens through formation of stable carbocation. So this H minus will shift here. So this will be positive. So water will add on this carbon. Mechanism I was given yesterday. So like that. Now oxymercuration also actually according to Markovnikov rule only, but no shifting because oxymercuration is happening at a certain carbon. So selective product you will have. No hydride shift. That is only the main use of this oxymercuration and demercuration. Normally means you have alcohol here, but I want to prepare alcohol means OH group at this particular carbon. I want 2-ol, 1,2, 2-ol I want. Then I have to use oxymercuration and demercuration. I have to avoid this shift because mercury is adding at particular selective double bonded carbons only, so there is no way of shifting. Certainly the product is, means OH minus will add on here. That means the product CH3 and CH and CH3 and here CH, OH and single bond CH3 here. The diboron addition, that hydroboration we call. What is the product now? The product is here different amide. So CH3 and CH, CH3 and CH, CH2 and CH2OH. See the difference? This one by what rule? Anti-Markovnikov rule. These two are by what rule? Markovnikov rule. Markovnikov rule only. But here what happens? Rearrangement happens. But in oxymercuration and demercuration, no rearrangement. Simply negative species will add to the double bonded carbon which have less number of hydrogens. So in this no rearrangement. No rearrangement happened in oxymercuration and demercuration. So these are very, very important reactions for us. So next preparation is the fermentation process, which is a preparation of alcohol by molasses actually. Okay, what is molasses? What is fermentation? Let's see first of all. Fermentation means, already in bio you have. Fermentation means the process of decomposition, means breaking of macromolecules into micromolecules. Macro means big molecules, okay, into micromolecules, small molecules in presence of yeast and bacteria. Okay, we use like invertase for sucrose decomposition and zymase for glucose decomposition. Okay, so those are the enzymes we use in particular fermentation process. Okay, so by molasses actually, molasses. What is molasses? Okay, it's a molasses is nothing but a dark material which left behind after extraction of sugar from sugarcane juice. Okay, the dark syrupy liquid will remains. Okay, in manufacturing of sugar factories. Okay, you can see this. Even in villages you can see preparation of sugar in the factories, small factories. Okay, they'll do outside only. So if you see in a big tank like that, at the bottom you will have a syrupy liquid that is called molasses actually. That molasses consists of sucrose, 40% like that. Sucrose is present. Okay, that sucrose, for that we will add water and dilute H2SO4. For a long time we will use, long time in the sense 3 days we will use that one. 3 days we will store that one. Okay, at normal temperature only. Then what happens in presence of invertase enzyme? that sucrose converts to glucose and fructose. That happens. Understanding? So first here what happens? C12H22O11. This is called sucrose actually. This sucrose is present in molasses actually. What is this? Sucrose actually. Sucrose, two aldose is present. Aldose or ketose? Aldose and ketose both present in this. Sucrose consists of aldehyde group as well as keto group due to presence of glucose and fructose actually. So this will undergo hydrolysis in presence of H2O, in presence of what enzyme? That is called invertase. Invertase enzyme we use. Okay, so sucrose converts to now what's a glucose C6H12O6 plus what? C6H12O6. This is what? Glucose, and this is what? Fructose actually. Glucose consists of aldehyde group. I was given while in discussion of Mr. Optical Isomerism. There I was given glucose, and glucose has aldehyde group at top, CHO, COHH, HOH, HOH like that I told no. Just check it once. RS configurations there I was given. Fructose structure is very simple. CH2OH, C double bond O will be there. So keto group you will have. Getting? So this glucose and fructose will form while sucrose undergo hydrolysis. Okay, what happened? The syrupy liquid we will collect and we will add dilute H2SO4 or water we will add, and invertase enzyme will produce if we store 3 to 4 days. Certainly 72 hours they will say, means 3 days. And certainly first you will have glucose and fructose. This glucose now, that means C6H12O6, this is on hydrolysis. Hydrolysis means again we will store the same, decomposition happens in presence of Mr. Gymase enzyme. In presence of gymase, what will happen? This glucose converts to ethyl alcohol, ethanol, means preparation of ethyl alcohol we are discussing here. Okay, ethanol you are having and followed by carbon dioxide. For that how many moles of water you have, you want, just you try. Okay, now this form is just 6 to 10% only of alcohol only. We cannot drink this directly. Okay, this is not pure and highly dangerous, and this is called wash, or this is called rot. Okay, so this ethanol you will have, what we call that? Wash. 6 to 10% only ethyl alcohol. Okay, now 6 to 10% on hydrolysis, again this C2 on distillation, C2H5OH, this on distillation, fractional distillation and purification. After purification, this converts to and pure C2H5OH, but it is not 100% pure, it is 95% of purity. Okay, so this 95% alcohol, C2H5OH, which is about 95%, and on treating with quicklime, CaO. What is this? Quick lime, and you will get same C2H5OH. What you are doing? I am just purifying this wash, and now this is a rectified spirit. Now this is absolute alcohol you are having, which is 99.9% or 100% pure. On distillation you are getting 95% alcohol. This is called rectified spirit actually. And this alcohol, for this rectified spirit, if you add quicklime, CaO, that turns to absolute alcohol. Absolute alcohol consists of, what is purity? 100%, completely pure. Okay, 100% means highly concentrated. Okay, So this alcohol is highly pure and we call absolute alcohol. Okay, next this ethyl alcohol, they will say, it means in industries, they will add methanol, that is denaturing of alcohol. Means if you use ethanol directly, what people will do? They may drink directly. So they make unfit for drinking. For that, what they will do? For ethanol, they will add methanol. So addition of methanol to this absolute alcohol is called denaturing of alcohol. Denaturing of alcohol means making unfit for drinking. Okay. So what is that called? Denaturing of alcohol. Got it, sir? So these are very important, and in this process only, in fermentation process, and from starch you have those few more are there. How to prepare methanol, and we will discuss in our next class. And in our next class, we will discuss properties and phenols. Okay, very simple. Then we can enter into aldehydes and ketones. Once if you understand these alcohols, many reactions will repeat in aldehydes and ketones, because like preparations of alcohols from aldehydes and ketones we discussed. So those will be properties in aldehydes and ketones, like that. So very important, listen carefully. So practice carefully, you can understand.